Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the Yarra men's final for the Champion of Champions. I'm back. My name is James Churchill, and I am joined in the commentary by Guy Spiden. How are you going, Guy?
Oh, good, thanks, mate. Looking forward to this great final.
And don't worry, viewers, you won't have to deal with me for too long. Trista's just having a little bit of a break, and she'll join Guy in about 20 minutes or so. Today in the final, we have Adrian Marchioli from Bundoora and Phil Brady from Ivanhoe. And it is a gorgeous afternoon here down at MCC. If you want to come down, have a watch of these two terrific bowlers. Over at the always wonderful MCC Bowls Club. Phil just running through a little bit there.
Yeah, interesting to see they both favoured the far side there. Back.
For those viewers who watch our last game, that was definitely the nicer drawing side. And the marker you can just see in the screen there is Jodie Neville. Has he got the legs?
Not quite.
Change of hands from 80, try and draw in another.
Looks like 3 from here, yeah.
Definitely 2. Wonder if Phil will try and measure on that third. You definitely need the longer arms of Phil Brady here versus 80. We are underway.
Interesting to see what lengths 80 decides to go with.
80's a very seasoned player in these events. Has gone on to Champs Week at Bendigo numerous times in his career. However, as we just saw in the last game, you never quite know how it's going to finish. Nice opener there from 80. A little bit of a breeze picking up now there, Guy.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not sure how much it'll affect the bowls, but it looks like Phil's opted to play this side of the green now.
What bowls does Phil use? Do you know?
Not 100% to be sure. They're blue. but he goes all right with them.
You want to get line again?
Another good bowl.
That's why they do call him the Little Master. Change of hands from Phil.
That's what it looks handy.
In the area, Jack. Got it. Straight to his first.
Yeah, he gave it a good chance then. Got in the good area.
What does 80 do here?
You're thinking he's probably going to try and get a really good third.
Not quite there. Good line. Phil with about 6 feet to try and draw a through here. Phil looking to replicate and come through that gap again.
Yeah, it doesn't look a mile away.
Pace is pretty good. Can he hang on?
Yeah,
He
very
has.
good.
3 in a dinner plate for Phil Brady.
He's opted the forehand.
Trying to just get through. He's in the area. 80. 80. Wow.
Awesome bowl.
Did Phil's toucher go in the ditch? No, yep. Jody's just putting it back in the ditch there. He's in the area. 80.
Yeah, couldn't have played it better.
80. Wow.
Yeah, that toucher will help. Make Phil think about the shot he's got to play here.
His first 3 were absolutely excellent. Let's see if Phil can put a 4th one in. If he's around, it's going to get down. Good effort by Phil. 1 to 80. Very, very clutch there by 80, but also a very good head. Very good quality so far.
Yeah, it was an excellent end. Phil shouldn't be too disappointed with that. He played 3 really good bowls.
Oh, it's a very long game, singles, as we saw in the last one. Went for 3 hours last game.
They're still going to play that 3/4 sort of length.
A little bit of shade coming across the green now, but I can't imagine that will affect the pace or lines too much.
Good starter by 80.
Trying to work back late.
Yeah.
Looking pretty close again here. Very consistent.
Looks a little tighter, I think.
It's working earlier now. How's the pace?
It's good.
Not much more to add on. In a good area for Phil. AD doesn't look too happy with that one. Bit tighter. He's going to move the jack. He has. And I think he's down now. Frustrated with himself on that.
Phil moved over to the back end.
On a good line. Touch quick, but very good line. AD on a good track. Has he got the pace?
Wait,
He looks close.
He's much happier with that one.
Very good bowl. Resting toucher. And a little smile from 80.
Interesting to see what shot selection Phil chooses here.
What would you be playing here, Guy, given the
He
trickiness of that forehand?
He doesn't look like he's got much on that back end there, does he? I mean the forehand. I think he needs just to arrive on that back end.
Is he going to squeak past? Get it.
Not quite.
Very difficult shot.
It's a tough shot.
1 to 80. Women's state coach Jodie Neville marking today. Also an umpire.
Sort of a bit noticeable at the moment. 80's chosen the far side of the green to play. And Phil's sort of chopped and changed a little at the moment. So once Phil finds that consistent side for him.
He's left the door open here for Phil.
Good track.
Has he got the distance? Yes, he does.
Looks like it's a nice area.
Mm.
Has he added?
Jody looks interested.
Yeah, he's
Down
played it
to
well.
the jack. Very good bowl by Phil Brady.
He'll give him a bit of a boost. It's not far
Just
away again.
around.
Yeah, he's played it well again.
Oh. 80 says, anything you can do, I can do better. Change fans for Phil.
Has he played the weight?
As our previous game, that clubhouse side hand is very difficult, very tricky.
Are you trying to get round the back here?
I think he was trying to draw another, but the pace was there, just a touch high.
Yeah, he's played a bit more aggressively.
Phil looking a lot more confident on this one. Coming into a good area. Got the jack. And dead end.
Yeah, good shot selection there with the weight. He did have to increase it because that side's tricky to play.
What would you rather do? Would you just bowl back, or would you throw the bowls back?
I'll look at the moment. It's not going to worry 80 at the moment. He seems to be going well both hands. Phil's just got to find that consistent draw. Again, they're playing a similar sort of length. Nearly close to full now.
80, a little bit up, about 2 metres up. A little bit disappointed on himself for that one, but AD does hold himself to a quite a high standard.
Well, every time he's played a average bowl for him, he's dished it up a brilliant one with the next. So Phil's played pretty good weight here.
Phil appears to be playing with a Hensley. 80 plays with an Optima. I'm pretty sure.
80 swapped hands now.
Coming in nicely. Oh, a guy spied in protection. As you said, he does correct it very well on that second one.
He's done it every time so far this game.
It's very much put Phil under the pressure early, but Phil has played some very good bowls.
He doesn't look happy with this one.
Is it going to arrive?
It's not in a bad spot.
Well, it's still in the count.
Sort of in that annoying spot for Phil.
Like I said, Phil now seems to be trying to settle in much more consistently on the one hand, get that good drawing line.
Yeah, he's played a pretty good one here. It gives him an opportunity with his last. Really good second shot.
Yep. And he's got 2 behind.
So you think an 80 is probably looking at getting in behind.
Well, Phil does have that option to try and rip 80's bowl out clean.
It's all about his weight now.
Looks to be arriving past.
Yeah, probably not quite what he wanted. So you think Phil's got a nice shot on the backhand here. If he can look for it clean, there's probably no risk of his own ball going.
Does have the 2 absolute backies. Another 1 to 80.
He's in a good area again.
He has figured that hand out very, very well.
We're just a fraction wide here. Weight's excellent.
Gives him his line on the second. Like some of the servos in Australia, just kind of ran out of fuel on that one. Too soon?
29 days, mate. So Eddie sort of force field with swap hands. Looks like he's played good weight again, but
Not a mile away.
it's coming. Yeah,
Very good line.
ran through a bit further than I thought.
They seem to be picking up a little bit more speed as they come down towards this end.
Yep.
As they get within that kind of 8-foot mark. Canadian, you sneak in. Just used it, came in nicely.
Has he made the weight adjustment here?
I think he might have taken a little bit too much off. Holding 2, looking to add a third.
A little bit wider this time. But again, he's played pretty good weight. Nearly counting.
Not quite enough, maybe. Not too sure. Do you think we'll see 80's not happy with that one? Do you think we'll see a little bit more aggression here from Phil?
Oh, he's got the option on that forehand, but going to back that backhand draw in.
80 shaking his head. He wasn't happy with this last ball. Phil trying to draw, cut it down.
Yeah, he'll be happy if he gets at least second shot here. It's still
Yeah,
running,
very,
isn't it?
Yeah, very good effort. Definitely not, or maybe too far for third. Not too sure.
Yeah, again, it's running through a little bit there.
Almost hitting a little bit of a dry patch, picking up some speed. And 2 to 80.
Just that consistency of draw at the moment's showing on the scoreboard.
80 applying especially front 2 bowl pressure early in this game.
Yeah, Phil just needs to snag it in here and maybe change the length, change the game a bit.
Can hear one of the ladies in the background telling Phil to breathe, relax a bit. Did he go to that yoga class you guys had the other day down there?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether Phil's into yoga.
Oh, who knows? It might have helped him.
It might have.
Yeah, might be able to convert him now.
As you said, it's a long game. It's only early. He's had a good run into this final. He's been playing well, so
He had a very good comeback in his semi-final against Vance Carroll from Hurstbridge. He was down early and then managed to shift the momentum and then never looked like losing it. 80 drawing well, but there's still room for fill there, especially on that very nice car park side hand.
He's in a good track here.
All down to the base.
Just a little.
Do you think there's a touch of nerves right now?
Oh, possibly, yeah. You're coming up against a highly credentialed player, but you should be going in with the confidence. He's been playing well. As I said, he only take an end or two to get, and he'll be back in the game. And 80 can be relentless with his draw pressure, so.
Good spot there for 80. 3 behind. Still room for fill.
Has he got the weight? Still looks like a couple at least.
Jody Neville having a look. Indicates 1. Change of hands from Phil. Just needs to sneak under his last and he'll be pretty close for shot.
Needs a bit of contact at his own.
That's another option. Roll that in. I believe he's done it.
He's done enough. That'll give him a
to
big
Phil.
boost.
He's on the board. Some cheers from the Ivanhoe squad over there.
That'll give him a big boost getting that. He's just got to think about what he does now with the length. He's got to chop and change it. I don't think he can continue with these 3/4. I'd possibly shorten it up.
Not too dissimilar to where 80's been putting it.
Yeah, he has shortened it up. Just might be a chance to throw 80 off his length a bit.
In a good area. Needs to run a little bit more. Very good adjustment from 80 there.
Has he got the weight with this one?
Line's good.
No, he hasn't quite arrived.
Touch shorter.
Got a really interesting delivery 80, but it's the same every single time.
Very compact.
That's why he gets that consistency.
doesn't leave a lot of room for variation with his delivery.
No.
Phil just looking to arrive, sit on 80's bowl.
He's out of the way, his chance.
He's not too far away.
Oh, that helps. Pretty handy second.
A good effort by 80, third shot.
Well, Phil has a little opportunity here to sit the bowl.
Just
Make it
needs
two.
to-
Another
ju-
foot away.
Just needs to land on it. Nothing crazy.
Played a pretty handy one with his last one, so another foot or so away.
Trying to come down. Very close.
Pretty good effort.
Had that wait for it.
Give it a chance. Probably be more disappointed with his first two bowls there that he didn't quite arrive and give him that opportunity, but his third and fourth were excellent.
Positives to take away onto
Yeah.
the next end. Still a lot of ends left to be played.
80 will back himself into drawing that one here.
I think he's not fully sent that one. One to 80.
So the length change didn't quite work for him, but it was probably more to do with his first two not nailing it and putting 80 under pressure. So it doesn't mean that length you don't want to go back to.
Eddie going back to his preferred length.
From what I saw of Phil's games earlier and yesterday, he was playing three-quarter length most of the time too and having some success.
Phil doesn't look too happy with that one.
He's made a pretty handy correction.
Like you said, if he doesn't get on the first, he'll definitely get it on that second.
It's a key with 80. If he gives you a little bit of a window like you do, you got to punish him with it, and you can't give him a second chance. He's way too consistent on his draw. Phil's played a handy one here. Good, that gives him options now.
Very good second. Just needs to hold on a little bit. Little trail. Oh, stiff result.
Yeah, I think he was looking to landfill there, or a little trail back to himself.
Gets the jack the other way. His holds are very good too. Could be a very cruel game, this. Both going up to have a look.
I think Phil will be happy if he can get a nice third here. Not quite there.
With 2 seconds, but Phil does have the back bolt.
You're wondering whether ready to go aggressive at this, or maybe a nice, just a backhand confident draw there, trying to move that jack. He's going aggressive.
In the area, can he get the split down? And second dead end of the game. Hope you don't have any dinner plans, mate. We might be here a little bit time down. Very good hit from 80. And
He had a couple of options there. He could have backed his draw in with a little touch, but it was probably the easiest shot to go bigger at it. There was no risk. It was always going to kill. But you can play those shots when you've got, you know, a good second and a good third with no risk.
bells in the head means options. Thank you, Angela. We've hoped you've all enjoyed watching the coverage of the Champions of Champions today. Hopefully we will be back next year with even more coverage, minus myself on the commentary.
This is sort of the window that Phil's got to exploit now. Eddie's given him a couple of chances there.
About 6 feet on his last, and he'll be
Good
running
track.
the jack. Good line. And that will be the shot.
A little bit more bend there than I thought he was going to get.
Still not really much wind down here. But this time of night, greens do start to change a little bit. He says, I'm not going to give you that many cracks at it.
And he's nailed it again when it counted.
They're going to get down. It's in a very good area, Phil. Oh, stiff.
Yeah, he's given himself an opportunity now, but
2 seconds. Trying hard to get down, but
doesn't look like 2. Probably just a 1.
Jody's indicating 2.
2, okay.
Don't start doing a me on the commentary guy. I'm the one who's usually wrong on here now.
It may. That last bowl did change Phil's shot then because he had an opportunity to set 80 out for 3, but that last bowl of 80s has probably forced him back to that draw.
Just needs to sit inside it.
All about the weight now. Has he done enough?
Very good effort.
I'm not making a call from here. The last one was wrong.
And time for me to leave you all in the much more capable hands of Tris Doolin.
Two shots to 80. He's played another good one on that favourite side of his.
Hello.
How you going?
All right, thanks, Guy. How are you?
Recovery marathon, mate?
Oh, good Lord. I prefer when I win. Oh, well.
It was close. Could have gone our way, couldn't it?
It could have when you're 23 all. I guess so. You can both pot out. Anyway, these guys look like they're...
80 seems to have got more consistent on the draw.
Yeah, the score's not doing it justice.
You playing on this rig earlier. 80's favouring that car park side.
Yeah.
And he's playing it pretty well there. Whereas Phil's been chopping and changing hands. Some more because of what 80's been doing.
Yep, okay.
So 80's been a lot more consistent with his draw.
Yeah. It's certainly turning a lot more on the car park side.
It seemed to hang a little bit on this side sometimes.
Yeah. It was tricky. But, I mean, we're both playing the same green, so Sam and I were both talking about it, so it's a bit tricky. And when you're more direct, you have to be so weight perfect.
Yep.
So 80 last won the region singles, state singles, not Champ of Champs. He's never won the Champ of Champs, but he won the region singles, I think, in 2017. So he's looking for his first Champ of Champs and another singles title. He's hard to beat. He's won a few at Bundoora.
I remember playing a final many years ago at the old Darabin.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a bit of a robot. He's so consistent with his draw.
He's got an advantage. He's so close to the ground. That's
Oh,
what I tell him. He's very good.
He's just, when he's
Very
put his
speedy.
bad bowls in earlier, he's backed it up the next one with a
Corrects
an
well.
awesome, yeah, his correction's awesome. This is a big bowl because Phil's got a big opportunity here with his last.
He's got the jack, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, what a shot.
but Phil's got a big opportunity here. He's got the backest, the two backest.
Yeah, you can't see that on the screen. So
Mate.
he's actually got another one behind that back
Jack,
bowl
hasn't
for
he?
the
Yeah,
people at home. Yeah, what a shot. So you can trail the jack for 3 if, if it goes
maybe
with.
maybe he's only one down. So
That's what Jodie indicated, yeah.
yeah, he could look for those bowls or he looked for the jack.
Here's our Brad, our extraordinaire from Present Live, has just given us a zoomed out and showed us that back bowl. Here we go. Philip Brady. Ivanhoe. How's he look?
Not sure sort of what weight he's played.
Ooh, needs to hold up.
Has he been angry enough?
He might get
Needs some luck here.
Well, he probably got shot out of it. You know, if you're up, you're a chance.
Probably would have liked him to be a little bit more angry with that bowl.
Yeah, okay. More aggressive.
Yeah.
Of course,
Just-
you're still coaching at Ivanhoe?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Phil's one of our wonderful skippers.
Right. What's the top division at Ivanhoe these days?
We're now one.
Excellent.
back to one,
Congratulations.
so, yeah.
That is good. Good news.
Been a struggle the last couple of years. We get knocked out in grand finals, but this year we got the job done. So
Good job.
thanks to people like Phil.
I don't know.
Enter. The field's gone a little bit shorter with this length. Yeah, a couple of handy ones.
Still one to Philip at this point, I think. Jodie, our marker will indicate. Yeah.
I don't think they have any.
Phil was telling me that he's gone back-to-back in the Ivanhoe singles. You mustn't enter, Guy. Is that right?
No, I didn't play in it this year.
Okay,
It's
still one to Phil.
As you know, club singles is really competitive at all clubs.
Yes, it
It's
is.
really hard to win them.
It is.
And you see the level of players that come in for the champions. Like,
I do love the champs because you get a whole diverse group and every single person can play because they've already won their club champs. Same when you get up to state champions week, it's the same situation. Everyone's done something extraordinary to get there. What a shot, 80. Probably still one down.
yeah, he's
It's
played
a cruel game.
2 awesome bowls in a row there.
Yeah. Yeah, still one to Philip.
Interesting shot selection he's got here. Because 80 looks like he's got a couple of nice options.
Everyone's done something extraordinary to get there. Yeah, short
bowl's no
80
good.
for Phil. Phil or Philip? What do we call him?
We call him Phil.
Phil.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he minds.
Righto. He's telling me he used to represent the Eastern Rangers in the region side a few years ago.
When he was out at Mitcham.
Yeah.
Yep.
So got some experience there under
Oh,
his
he's-
belt. This is a smart ball. Oh, I reckon he was just trying to get behind, get a bit of cover, run into some traffic.
So it looked like 80's probably deciding whether to draw back onto his own bowl or split that gap on the back end. You know,
I reckon that's a
probably
backhand
looks
shot.
the best shot, doesn't it?
Surely that's a
You
backhand
could
shot.
you could sit Phil out clean. You could move the kitty and make a couple.
You're one down anyway. If you
Yeah.
get the outside of Philip's bowl, then it goes with who. What it doesn't matter.
It looks the better shot,
But we're not the ones playing it, as we know the.
and he can afford to play if
He's
he's going
going. I reckon he's going forehand. See, this is what the viewers at home don't understand. Like one hand's turning as well,
Yep.
more than the other, so it might be a kinder side of the
I
green.
think he's only played 1 or 2 bowls on this side of the green.
Yeah,
And
he's
been
very
playing well.
close. Very close.
Oh,
Ooh, don't know. Let's see. They're all looking at each other politely. Don't know. Huh? One to Philip Brady.
but
Phil.
yeah, on the screen you would have played that backhand every day, but it is a tricky shot to play there. And as I said, 80's played 98% of his bowls on the other hand and played perfect line most of the time. So
No, Phillips that one. Yep, that's right.
yes. Is that right?
No.
Good work. No, he didn't go.
That's it. 11-2. Silence down the stream because we're just fiddling with the scoreboard. Sorry about that. Have you already talked about first ball pressure, I imagine, with Churchy?
We
So important in singles.
when Phil got the mat the first time, he went the short length and unfortunately failed with his first 2 on the short length and gave 80 a window. But you see when they went on that short length there, he was able to get a couple of handy ones. So he gets another opportunity here to put some pressure on 80.
A bit of a change of length. Have we got a different length? No.
It's a little bit longer than what this
Yeah.
is similar to what they've sort of been playing 3/4 to nearly full, quite often near the 6 foot mark.
Mm-hmm.
But I think both of them have been playing that sort of length during the earlier rounds as well. Phil has been, and I know 80's been playing in his game some full length ends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obviously the preferred length for both of them.
Yeah, of course. Might be slightly slower on this side of the green because I played earlier on the other side as well. I feel like they're That's balls. It's one of those
Nice.
sorry, not sorry.
He's still got an open draw there, so
Yeah. And an opportunity to trail.
yep. He's on a good track.
He's got the jack, hasn't he? Got the jack fat. Yep. Crowd goes nuts.
You'd be happy about that one.
Few supporters here for Ivanhoe today, which has
Yeah,
been
we got
nice.
a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a
And
few.
Bundy.
I think there's a few watching online too.
Good.
Yep.
Are you doing Vic Open, Guy?
Impossible, no. I'd love to, but work doesn't enable me to
Okay.
partake in any of those things.
80. 80 just goes, no worries. I'll just switch hands and... oh.
It looked better than that, didn't
Thought
it?
he was all over it. Early commentators curse, they call that.
It did look good.
It did, didn't it?
He'd be pretty confident with his second one that he's found that track there.
Mm.
Phil's just got to close the door on him here and not give him that opportunity.
Yep, very true. Phil has to stick with the backhand, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice track for him there, and
He's already
There's no
played a
danger.
couple. We know it comes in nicely from that side.
he's played it pretty well, I think.
Yeah, good bowl. That's a counter.
Yep.
Very good. Pressure now on Adrian Marcholi. Big Blues fan.
Yeah, that's why we're mates, yeah.
You Carlton as well.
Oh, yes, we
Oh,
we
so
both
am I.
endure some long winters.
Oh my God, yes,
Yep.
tell me about it. I mean, we were only lucky to get up on Thursday night because their Richmond's player Lynch kicked, what did he kick?
He didn't kick straight.
3-6 or something?
Yeah.
He kicked about, if he'd kicked goals, we were done for, gone for. So
And
not too excited
We've
about
been
that.
long-suffering Carlton supporters, so we have a
Yes.
bit of banter
Same,
about it.
same.
But
Here he goes.
see what he does with these Carlton balls.
Just needs to add a mat.
That's all.
Clutch. 3 down. Can he make it 4-shot? Conversion. Turn around. Ooh, it's not going to die wondering.
Played a tighter line.
Yeah. He's just looking to get
He
under
needs the
and
weight to sit
it.
them.
Yeah, he has. He has. That's a smart shot on that hand. That is such a smart shot.
He didn't take any risk with getting caught
Yeah.
out wide.
It-
So he had his bowl
yeah.
on the way in, he had that.
That might look like he cut his line for everyone at home, but that is a smart shot on this.
Well, he played the
That
chance
hand.
weight too, so if he'd rocked
Yeah.
into his own, it was going to be enough to promote
Yeah.
that for shot. So
Yeah.
his first one gave him a really good guide with that track too. So
4-shot turnaround.
Phil played some good bowls there, so he shouldn't be too disappointed with that. He's forced 80 to have to play a couple of rippers there.
Pristine conditions here today.
Oh, there's no sun out, so it's not too hot for him.
Not a breath of wind.
No excuses.
Oh, could still find some. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, back to the 6-foot mark again. He's done.
Some people would argue that this direction might be half a second slower. If you just
Okay.
look at the sock over there and just generally for going back this way is a little bit slower than the other way. And that was just demonstrated, I think.
Did you find that? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. If you're watching at home, feel free to give us some comments.
He's made a good
And
switch
probably
here.
not about Carlton. That'd be best not to. Yeah, great shot, 80.
It looks like they're both going to be playing this side of the green now.
Yeah.
Probably those bowls out on the forehand are right on the running line there.
Yeah, now see if this gets down and turns. It's got back, it's just a bit hot.
Still going.
2 to 80 is the indication. Not happy with that. Tricky hand.
Just dropped a fraction of weight and fraction tighter, not much. She said there's not much margin for error on that
No,
side.
there's not. This looks good, surely.
Looks good enough, doesn't it?
Probably good enough. Now, 80's taken a pretty wide line for this hand. Let's see if it gets back for him.
Looks a bit quick.
Other than hot and wide, it's really good. It did get back, to be fair.
Yeah, I wonder whether he was looking to sit that last bowl or gives Phil an opportunity now to make a draw a second.
So you don't do Vic Open, do you do Oz Open ever?
Oh, back in the days, yes. Yeah. Back
Not
when
for a
I-
while?
Nah, it's,
When it was at Darebin, you probably did it.
I've done it at Darebin, and I remember doing it at Yarra Footscray when they had it there years ago.
Wow.
And that's how
before my
long
time.
that's how long I've been in the game.
Here we go. How's he look?
I think his track's good enough. It's just a matter of where his weight.
Yeah, it's good. It's the boss.
Yeah, it's done well.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah, the opportunity's got to take.
2 it is.
80 give him a little
Yeah.
window there. He's got to take them whilst.
Whilst they're available.
I'm guessing there's a few players here heading up for the Vic Open later in the week, yeah?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
So you got all the formats except for the fours, is that right? And
Yeah,
Vic
the Vic
yeah.
Open
Yeah.
and
Mixed pairs and men's pairs, women's pairs.
yep, and integrated
Triples.
pairs.
Okay.
So, which is a new addition. I think last year was the first time that one was run, and won by Sammy Atkinson and Lucas Alphabet.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
idea. And of course, mixed pairs is on in the Australian Open for the first time this year as well. So that filled out really quickly. Filled up.
Probably should have been in there for a while.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Although a lot of the other clubs around the area ran little mixed events in the
Okay.
lead up, so they probably won't get that same patronage, which is unfortunate for them. Okay, this is a bit shorter. This ends a bit, so Phil's chosen to go a bit shorter.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move.
Well, you have to change something, don't
Yeah,
you? Right?
yep.
Yeah. 7
You just
down.
find a way to throw your opponent off their length. Just still a handy bowl there.
Still one to fill at this stage.
He's watching it intently.
So the question was, how far is shot ball? Probably about a mat and a bit.
Yeah.
Here. Just travelling a bit.
Yeah, they just haven't quite nailed that weight on this length.
Mm.
But none of the bowls there are wasted.
True.
A little movement.
True, true, true.
That's the sort of thing, Phil's changing that length and sort of
Yeah.
throwing a few spanners in there to try and get any advantage you can get.
Test out your
Yeah,
opponent.
yep.
Change things up.
Yep.
Even go minimum, maximum. Try something different. This looks good again.
The weight looks better than the others, I think.
Mm.
Could be. Yep.
Oh, the indication is 2.
All about the weight here for 80. Looks like he's
It
not
looks
miles away.
really good.
Has he done enough?
Commentator's curse.
Looks like it.
I don't know.
Yep.
Yes. Shot 80. Very reliable bowler, 80. Very solid. When did you play him at Darabin? What was that?
Oh,
was that
many moons ago when I
AO
was...
or regional or what was
No,
that?
group singles.
Okay.
Region singles,
Regions.
yeah. Years and years ago, probably, I would suggest 10, 12 years ago.
So
probably.
who was the victor?
I got him by one that time, but as I'm saying, like, we both played really well, but yeah, to beat him, he just doesn't give you...
Yeah.
He just doesn't give you many opportunities, and you just got to find when he
Yeah.
does. And I was lucky enough at the times where he did. I was able to do that, but he's just so consistent. He's been doing it for years.
See what I was talking about earlier about that just being a little bit slightly slower going this way? Not for Phil. He's gone. Thank you very much. I'm going to reach.
Seems to run on a little bit more when it gets past that that 6 foot mark,
Yep.
which makes it tricky. As you said, it's slowing up a little there, but if you... Yeah.
It does. You've got to get through to reach, and then if you're not careful, off you go.
80's found the weight here. It's all about the weight correction he's got now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be close. Marker having a look. It's a measure.
It's forced 80 onto the back end
Very
now.
safe call. Yeah, it has too. Forced him to change his hand. Of course, today we were all playing for the Dean O'Neill Award. So Yarra has chosen to name the Champ of Champs the Dean O'Neill Award, which is great.
Oh,
Paul
wow.
was on earlier talking about that. So Paul O'Neill is here. Great shot, 80 match Holly. So that's taken the measure out for 80. But I think that's great. So Paul will be here to award that to the winners. Dean, of course, played here for many years, and he played at Bundy. I was
That's
saying,
a great thought, yeah.
yeah. I was saying earlier, I remember playing away games for MCC with Dean, and there's an avenue about 2 streets up called Dean Avenue. So we
Okay.
actually had to come, even though I'd be like, I just want to get back to the club, we had to always come, and I still come that way via Dean Avenue. So we still remember him, but he did embody so many values. Like, it's very unusual in bowls that you have someone that no one has a bad word to say about them. So I think that's important, what he brought.
And that's a wonderful idea,
Hmm.
the naming. That's,
Yeah. So there's tenacity and there's resilience and there's all those things to be a good sportsman, but there's also just supporting and being a good friend and a good human. He always had a joke and a quip. Here we go. Phil's just gone.
Ooh, he's had a
Oh, he
crack.
nearly got it.
played that pretty well.
Oh, he's probably going to find himself a couple, maybe 3 down. So that'll be nice for Yarra to honour that. And I know that Bundoora is doing that on Thursday night for presentation night too for the MVP.
Wonderful idea.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting the tape out. 2 and a look. Oh, 3.
Looked like 3 from
It
here.
did.
Phil played a pretty handy one with that last one. It's just a fraction over.
Yeah, he gave it a chance, didn't he? Okay, back to that 3/4 length.
Yeah, he still loves that 6-foot mark. He's been, I'm guessing he puts a lot of time in on the green with that jack. Or is he just
80.
naturally gifted at putting it there?
80 is one of the hardest trainers at Bundoora. Always there having a role, always training.
Because he just hasn't missed a roll. He's put it exactly where he wants
Yeah.
it. And you
So
know how important that
important.
is, you know.
Especially in pennant, if you can rely on a lead to get it somewhere within that 3 feet short
Yeah.
or long of that 3, you know, very important.
Phil's around the mark here.
Yep,
He's come
Good
up with a
shot.
good one.
very good.
Again, they're the opportunities he needs to take when 80 doesn't quite nail it.
Because they're few and far between.
Yep.
80's got a good line here. This is going to come down to his weight.
He's not a million miles away here.
Yep, well,
Yep.
that makes it easier for him. Phil's still holding.
He played that chance weight, didn't he? Even if
did.
he'd found a hole, he was still going to be really useful.
Niggle weight.
Well, it should come back. It's just a matter of whether the weight's all right.
Yep,
Needs
good
to
shot.
He probably needed to reach that white bowl, didn't he?
Well, conversely, he's made it harder to get in
Okay.
as well. 80's going to switch hands by the looks of this. So how many sides have you got at Ivanhoe?
This year we only had 3, but I think we're looking at putting in a 4th next year. We had to drop the 4th. Just numbers were a little tight, so yeah, we ran with the 3. Which was,
There's that holdy bit.
yep.
Let him
coming
go.
late
Let him
now.
go now. That's good. Yeah, good shot. Sorry. So 3, possibly 4. This year?
Possibly 4, yeah. Yeah, we were able to hold our second side in Division 3, which was excellent. It was a pretty strong section and quite a number of players had to go up a level. So and then the same with the Div 5 side. A few players went up levels
So you've
there.
got 1, 3 and 5.
1, 3 and 5, yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully, yeah, we can get one of those 12 ring sides maybe next season. But
That's going to be a good home if it stays up, yeah. Thanks, Brad. Just zooming back for us so that we can see this.
Well, he doesn't have to do too much different, does he? You know, the similar bowl he played a few ends ago where he played that
Yeah.
tighter line.
I think he just
Yeah, so you think he's going
arrives on his
he's
bowl.
going to play that little tighter line now, give himself a chance for his bowl, even the jack or sit the bowls.
yeah.
Be very surprised if he's wide on this.
Correct, you are. He's asking it to bend as he walks past
Yeah,
us.
I'm-
There you go. He's asking it to get down. Oh,
Yeah, that was surprising. I thought he might have. His weight was awesome.
yeah.
I think he just missed his line by that foot.
And of course, you know, a centimetre down the mat end is a kilometre down the jack end.
And he knew it too. You could
Yeah,
hear it in
yeah,
his
yeah.
voice. He knew it.
We all know when you release it. Oh.
So Phil's got an opportunity here. I'm guessing he's playing the backhand again.
Yeah. Was it 1 or 2? I can't remember the last indication.
I
Is it
didn't
2?
quite say. I think it's 2.
Yeah.
He's playing to 80s.
Such an important thing, isn't it, to put that nail in the coffin when you're holding 2.
Well, you can afford
He's-
you can afford to play a positive shot
You
here.
can afford to reach. You do not want to be skinny.
No, you'd be
Yeah.
disappointed with that one.
No, don't. It's okay. But you would be,
But you
yeah.
reckon he might have snagged a couple here.
Yep,
Yep.
it's
Brings
2.
him up to 7, which is now under double figures. Yeah, should be 16-7, yeah?
7's not a double figure.
No, under double figures. Under. So it's only 9 the diff now.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And of course, in singles, you don't run out of
No.
ends. You don't run out of time. In this format, you just got to win the ends. Win the end.
Now, if he can slowly get to, if he can get to double figures here,
Yeah.
get into that 10 and 80 still in those, you know. He's definitely got himself back into the game here.
Yeah, that's a good start
And
too.
that's the sort of start he needs.
That's a great start. A lot of support. Back of the rink. He won't be far away. What a reply. Yeah,
That's
okay.
very good.
We'll just, that's a very good second.
Yep.
It's also probably going to force Phil to change hands.
Yeah, I think he has to. There's more gained, I think, playing on that backhand, even if he rocks his own or... Has he arrived?
Don't think so.
No. Sometimes a challenge when you're swapping onto that hand that you
Yep.
would have preferred it, you know, 2 foot past the head than... But he's still got a good one. 80 will be... Expecting 80 will arrive here. At least another foot or so away.
Yeah,
Onto
you would
his own.
expect so.
Yeah.
Definitely arriving.
And
Oh. Okay. No harm, no foul.
well, he's got a bit more weight on here, I think. Play.
Still one. I like the intent there, though. He's not scared.
Yeah, he
you
wasn't
know?
trying to protect the shot, was he?
Yeah.
He was want to make it harder.
How
He's probably a
often-
bit stiff that he didn't get too
Yeah.
out of it, yeah.
Yeah. How often in pennant, if the, lead gets on and then the next bowl is short,
Yep.
just
Scared of making
yes, yeah, messing it up or whatever. But it's just better to give it a chance, be
give it a
behind.
chance. At the end of the day, you don't win the end by holding shot after 3 bowls.
That's it.
You're trying to build to get the end at the end
That's
of
it. So I always think, you know how they're saying is 1 on, 1 behind. I always think it should be 1 behind, 1 on, because it's easier to correct back as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you aim to be like that mat behind with your first, and then, you know, if you fall short, you're on the jack, and
Yep.
if not, you correct back. It's a bit easier than trying to go up, because the front bowl's a dead bowl.
Does that work strategically better?
Yeah.
Tell the audience. They
Yeah.
can hear me too.
Yeah, strategically, that's a much better strategy, I believe.
Well, he's got himself a bowl back there now. It gives him another option. Probably no reason for Phil to change his shot here. Something similar to his last.
How's he look, Guy? Bit high?
Yeah, a little, but probably a little quick more than
It's
anything.
going to be a good home.
But it's not a wasted bowl there.
Yeah, good home. It's got a lot of support at the back. 80 just having a look. Thinking this through. Of course, 80's got the luxury of, you know, 1 down's not the end of the world at this juncture.
No, and 80's not an overly aggressive player. He will always probably play that percentage weight all the time.
Yeah.
With 1 in the head there, he's probably not going to be too aggressive, but he's still got a nice... I think he's still got a nice shot on that forehand. But he may opt to play the backhand. No, he's going to go to that favoured forehand, it looks like. Just needs a couple of rolls on his own bowl.
Well, he's away. Oh,
Gee, he's given it a chance
he's
here.
trying. Yeah. What a shot. Oh, good effort, 80. Going to be one to fill,
He probably won't be too disappointed with that, 80.
but it was a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it did look like it could have been a backhand shot, but as you know, that hand is a bit tricky. So a few times early in the game, he opted to play the forehand when maybe this side looked better, but just because of that consistency
right.
of draw. So yeah, he only needed a foot of weight on that.
Yeah.
He had.
That's where, you know, sometimes sitting at home, you don't know what's going on with the rink or the wind or what's, you know, there's often more than one shot on. Phil's just chipping away here.
He is, isn't he?
Yep.
Got the last couple of ends.
Mm-hmm. They might have to turn the lights on soon.
Lucky we still got daylight saving.
Yes. So do you have a big training regime at Ivanhoe, Guy?
Oh, I wouldn't.
What do you guys do?
We-
Thursday night training with the...
We have a Thursday
Pennant?
night session, which
Mhm.
between probably 4 and 6, but that's inclusive of all members. So with assistance from a lot of members at the club, we set up a lot of drills running from probably 3:30 till 5, and then break them up into teams. And then we just have a bit of a team practice. It's probably more practice is more centred around the 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock is more that team bonding sort of thing rather than something.
Yeah.
So the onus is a lot of the onus is also put on for that individual practice during the week.
Yeah.
You know,
You've got to be
don't-
accountable to
yeah,
your
you got to be
teammates.
accountable. Yeah, you got to put in yourself each time
Sure.
during the week. But yeah, and you get by. We try and make it inclusive of everyone too, so it's all the sides. So it depends on where you're playing to. So whether you're in an away
Yeah.
game away, there's no point playing on a 12-second grass at our club when we're going away to play on an 18-second synthetic green. So we might organise something away somewhere else. But as you all know, we all play on different surfaces every week. So
Yeah.
there's always those challenges,
Yeah. It's one of the joys of playing in Victoria.
which make a lot of clubs have a massive home ground advantage. But
Yeah.
again, that's what we try and do on the grass at our club, is have a bit of an advantage against those sides.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good start by these first 3 bowls.
Yeah.
And 80's in the area too, I think.
Well, Phil played a bomb with his first, and 80
Yeah.
just came in and went, no, I don't think you're going to have that. I'm going to take it away.
Pretty handy
It's good
start.
head, yeah. And you guys have got the carpet there too, so you can
We've got that
practice on
little synthetic
floor.
up the top. Yeah, it's not overly quick, but it does. We do a fair bit of winter work on that green too, because the green's closed. Most of the green's not as open that often during the winter, but
Is it going to get down? Here it comes. It's a good shot,
played it
Phil
well.
Brady.
he's played it well.
Yep, that's the boss, I reckon. Jody indicating one to Phil. Question is, how far is he off the jack? Response is 3 inches.
It looks like a 4-inch shot, doesn't it? Tight.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because he can use his bowl on the backhand and he can sort of, yeah. No, probably forehand, yes, to answer your question.
Possibly.
I'm looking at the other, it's okay.
Even if he gets off the wide bowl there, he can use Phil's outside bowl there. But only with that
He doesn't
chance
wanna
his weight, nothing.
flick it the other way,
Yeah,
yeah.
nothing stupid.
He's close here. He's asking it to hurry. He's very close. Oh, he's right. Needed to hurry. You know you're feeling it when you, straight away he said hurry. He knew that was slightly short.
He
It's
did.
not short by much. It's less than a mat. He was like, oh, he knew straight away.
Well, now Phil's probably looking at. It looks like a good shot on that backhand there.
Well,
Through
yeah.
the hole.
He's got everything to play for, but one in the, is it? One in the hands with 3 in the bush.
Yeah, whatever that
Something
saying
like
is, but I know it, yeah.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Here we go. He's going for it. And of course, 80 does have last bowl.
Yes. So if he can bend enough to
He's
get under
close
this
here.
one.
He's really close.
Oh,
Could be 2. Nope, just 1. He's got a lot to play for here. Gets the jack through for 3.
another, what, 18 inches of weight on his last one, similar line.
Yep.
There's not really any risk with it. There's only risk if he plays big weight. But he could afford to play, yeah, up to 2 foot of weight here.
And he can take risks
Yeah.
at this point in the game too.
Well, he's got a chance here, isn't he?
Jody, other way.
Oh, that's a great effort.
Great effort.
Oh, another end to Phil.
Yep, he's just
Yes.
chipping away. He's got to win the end.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
3 ends in a row now.
Bit of that with my game earlier. I think I was down by 10 or something at one stage.
He just chipped away.
Chip, chip.
Yep.
We are turning the lights on here. It starts to get a bit darker. Pristine environment. Green running beautifully.
Trees, every direction. There's
Yeah,
trees.
yeah. Trees everywhere and city views if you stand up.
Yeah, well, the players aren't looking at those at the moment, are they?
No.
No. 17 ends gone, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's right.
So
Oh, really? Yeah, okay.
they're both pretty focused. Yeah,
Look at this for a starter. Ooh, nearly got it. That's what you want with your first bowl, though. Reaching.
he's given it a chance.
Yeah, yeah.
He's in the area. Weight's better.
Did Jody indicate? I didn't see.
I didn't
Who's
quite
got shot?
see.
I think this is probably the
I
shot.
think this is probably nearly the
Yeah.
shot. It's definitely the shot.
Good shot, 80. Of course, gun lead in the top side at Bandura.
Has been for many years.
In Premier A. Oh, Phil doesn't like that one.
No,
He's given up on that.
he won't be happy with that.
And of course, playing lead really does set you up for singles.
It should, shouldn't it?
You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
Win a lot of singles titles when you're playing lead during the season.
Oh. That actually looks like a really good guide for Phil here. Probably a couple down. Nice track for him on the forehand. He just needs to arrive there.
So Phil skips in your top side. Does
Yes.
he like to have a little run and stuff? Or does
Oh,
he
when
usually
when
let that
required,
play?
yeah. It's not his.
It's not his go-to generally.
No, he'll back his draw in most of the time, but you know, like most players. You thought he was winding up, yeah?
Just that kind of reaching weight on this one.
Yeah, he's just got to hold his line here.
Very close.
Yeah, his weight was excellent then. Possibly could afford to play a little bit more, but
Oh, so 80's got 2 still.
Mm.
Opportunity to draw for 3. It's a bit of a...
yeah, Phil's
big
not an overly
opportunity.
aggressive player.
Yeah.
He'll always probably back his draw. He's probably his strength is more his just arriving shots. You know, those yard-ons, those
Yeah.
little ones.
Well, the draw will eventually beat
Oh.
the drive, in my opinion.
In the game of singles, I believe that's
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 it'll.
Yeah. What do they say at golf? Driving's for show, putting's for dough.
Yeah, over in America.
Yeah, and he has
He's
just,
done it.
yeah,
Yep.
he has just sort of put his foot down on that
Yep.
pedal. That's going to be 3 to 80.
Well, that's sort of changed a little momentum there because
Access to
Phil got 3
19.
ins in a row there.
Yeah. Let's see what he does with the length. See if he does something
I'm-
different, because the momentum has sort of been changing there.
I'm back and he's going to go back to his 3/4 to full length stuff with it. He's shortened it a little bit. That's a lot shorter than what he's been playing.
Is it?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, what, a couple of foot from the 6 foot mark there? Maybe 3 foot?
Yeah. What time is it? 10 to 6 in Melbourne. I'm wondering if the green's starting to change
It could
potentially
be.
as well. Okay.
Might be an indication.
He'll correct on that one. Isn't it great with the streaming that you can pretty much watch a game of bowls any day these days?
I
With
know.
all the interstate streaming and different games on. Good shot, Phil. He's drawn the boss there.
He's done well there.
There's a lot of streaming happening with the...
Oh, good idea.
It's the
Especially for those that can't get to the game or whatever. It's,
Yeah. We, of course, are using Present Live here today with Brad, who also do all the Bowls Victoria streaming. Absolute professionals. Right.
Phil forced him over on the other hand then.
He did, didn't he? And interesting, Phil's changing as
I
well.
know.
That's interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, I thought he might have stuck on that
Yeah.
backhand. But
That's one of those drills, actually. I mean, he's nailed it anyway. It's great. Good shot. But one of those things, I don't know about you, but we used to practice years ago was there's a couple, a bowl 4 or 5 foot in front. You just play it like it's not there.
Yep.
You play it like it's not there because people often end up 10 foot heavy because there's a bowl in front of them, perceived in front of their line, or it's different in singles because you have got 4 bowls. Like he's got 3 more bowls, so he changed hands. But when you've only got 2 in pennant, you probably wouldn't change hands.
well, that's especially if
Great
the
shot,
newer
Eddie.
bowlers tend to always want to do that.
Yeah.
They're not. Whereas
Yeah.
you experienced leads, they'll just
Play it like
they
it's
won't
not
ever.
there.
It's not there.
It's not there. And
Um,
if you knock it, you get a second
you
shot
go.
anyway.
Yep.
It's fine.
It's about building that head, not
Yeah.
about trying to have
That's
two
right.
sitting on the jack all the time.
Don't always need to have shot. It's about how often.
And
Oh, that's good home.
he's got an opportunity here. 80's. I'm not sure who's holding. I didn't see
The indication was 80.
80's holding. Yeah.
Yeah, the jack high sort of.
It's really important for 80 to get another one amongst it here because Phil does have opportunity to sit him out
Yeah,
there.
very true. Sit him out, back cut the jack.
Yep. Yep. So pretty big bowl here for 80.
Mm. So Phil Brady is not Phil Brady from 3AW, is it?
No.
Just checking.
As soon as he finishes here, he's off to the AW. Yep. Do the Sunday night program here.
Wow. Has 80 added? I think he has.
Has he? He has.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot. Doesn't matter if it counts. If it doesn't
No, it
count, it doesn't
doesn't.
matter. What he's done is it does count as well.
Because his objective was to get
Yeah.
another one in that area
Yeah.
anyway. So the fact that it counts as a bonus for him,
That's it.
it's made Phil's shot harder here.
Mm-hmm.
What would you play here?
Oh, he has to play on the forehand.
Yeah.
He has to play skinny. Even if he slides in off one of those, he has to play it skinny because he can back cut the jack.
Yep.
You agree?
Yep.
Yeah. He's got the line if he's got the weight because he's got options. Oh.
Didn't quite play. I reckon he
No.
could have been a bit more aggressive there.
Mm. Agreed.
He did have a shot on the backhand before 80 played that last bowl, but
Yeah.
once those two
Yeah.
bowls there, it made it really impossible on that backhand.
Looking at it intently, Jody did indicate 2, but 80's not convinced. Jody's got a pretty good eye.
Phil's got his glasses on now too.
Yeah, 2.
2.
2 it is. Takes us to 21, plays 9. He's sort of running away a little bit now. But again, you don't run out of time. You don't.
No.
You just got to chip away. And those last few shots to get to 25, as we well know, are
Sometimes
hardest
they're the
to
hardest
get.
ones, yes.
Yep. I remember years ago at Darabin when it was 21. For some reason it was 21. It wasn't. It was sectional. I don't know. It was 21.
21
so
up, yeah.
25. And I was playing Nolene Gertie, and I was down 1 to 19. And I got back to 20, 19 up and dropped to 2. It's
Well, I
just
didn't mean
the
laugh, but yeah,
momentum
that's-
always changes, and we saw one. Momentum is always changing, is what I'm saying. The mindset is so important.
Wow.
Like making sure you close.
Defending is harder than
Correct. Defensive bowls are much harder than offensive.
Got the legs here.
It's probably the shot.
Yeah. Handy starter.
Yeah. That a Matt. '80s all forward momentum. It's got a different sort of delivery
But it's the same every single
every
time.
single time. It just goes to show, like, you can.
Yeah, well, you can get a textbook out and this is how you're supposed to deliver it, but at the end of the day, as long as you're doing the same thing every single time,
Yeah.
you see so many different deliveries of
Yeah.
high quality players, and none of the experts
Textbook.
would say they're right, but they do it the same every
Yeah.
time, and that's where they get the consistency.
Yeah.
And he's got it down pat.
Whenever I hear about that, I think about Jeremy Henry, the big round arm. Everyone's got different styles, but as you say, do the same thing. And also, it allows you to correct. If you can repeat your delivery, it allows you to
Yep.
correct on a shot, you know?
Oh, look, he has a great feel of the weight, and that's something you cannot teach, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's a natural sort
It
of ball
is.
skill.
I mean, I coached here for a few years, and, you know, people would say to me, how do you adjust? I'm like, you just get out there and put down lots and lots of bowls, you know?
Yep.
I mean, there's the old, if it's a really slow green, you stand up higher to give you a bit of momentum, and vice versa. If it's really quick, get down low and slow. But really, it's practice.
Yep.
Good effort there, 80. And I would say it's quite similar to putting in golf.
Yep.
Like, you've just got to practice that hand-eye sort of
You got your
correcting.
stroke right, you know,
Yeah.
it's a matter of
Yeah, if you've got the stroke or the delivery right, you can make those adjustments. That's the best a coach can give you, set you up for success.
has he been positive enough here? Oh, he's played a good ball.
Wow, 10 for 2.
He's made it hard here.
A lot of encouragement. It is 2.
He's still got a nice shot, 80, and it's been 80's favourite hand this
Yep.
side. He's got a little bowl to work off out there of Phil's. But that bowl, the way Phil played that, he's just made it a little bit more difficult. The kiddie's not as visible.
Yeah, and the call was 2 and a measure with 1 to come. So,
Well, you think 80's going to go with the draw here. Just over the draw. You can
on the
use
forehand.
Yeah.
I would have thought so. He's got options. He's thinking about it. Little sigh from 80 as he turns
I'm
and walks
guessing
away.
he's decided what he's playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At least he's not 23 all. Yeah, playing the forehand.
All in the weight now because I reckon that track looks pretty awesome.
Needs to hang.
He didn't quite have the legs, did he?
No, not for that line.
No. Definitely only looks like 2 from here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. But I would think Phil would be playing wide on the forehand.
Well, his other
yeah.
one only needs probably 1
Yeah,
hole. So
yeah. And how often do you go,
use the
I'm
word
just-
only. Yeah, it only needs this.
yeah, but how often do you go, I'm just going to draw wide, and you just draw another by accident, and you go, lucky I wasn't trying to draw because I would have gone through the head. So,
Well, he's on a nice track. He just needs the weight now.
Yeah, he's close. No, I don't know if he's got the legs.
Clear road he needs.
Yeah, he has. Good shot, Phil Brady. A lot of support, a lot of noise. People want the game
3 to
keep-
Phil,
Yeah.
maybe more. Yes, give him a good boost.
It's always a boost when you
Yeah,
get the full count.
he's played 4 pretty good bowls there too,
Yeah. All within a
so
mat.
yeah.
Let's go on the front ball. 3. 3 it is. Well, that makes that last bowl of his even more important.
Yeah, oh, massive bowl.
Adding. All right, 21-12. The margin's back to single digits.
There hasn't been much movement of that mat. It's pretty much stayed in that spot,
Yeah.
and it's just been
Yeah, they're
where
both.
haven't seen it come up the green or
Or onto the tee.
he's gone the short.
Okay, we're doing slightly different. So important to jump on early, isn't it? That first
Yep.
ball pressure.
Handy there.
Yeah,
Not what he wanted, but
black ball's a good bowl.
he's nailed it.
What a response.
Force Phil onto the forehand now.
Yeah, I would have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's decided that. Yeah, he's been happy to do that through the game. Just needs to arrive. Not quite the legs.
I'd be happy with that one. It's a safe line. Question is, how far short was my last bowl? So, about 3 feet by the looks of it.
And he's sticking with the forehand.
Yeah. Well, he's got options. Right. Will that get back? Don't know.
All about the weight here.
Now, you would like to see, if nothing changes here, a little bit of aggression on this last bowl from Phil.
I think so, but
If nothing changes, but it's
80
likely
could-
to change.
80 can change that if he nails another one here. He's gone back. Whether that was deliberate, I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure.
it's not wasted.
Well, it doesn't even have to be ditch weight. It just has to be under his bowl,
Look for it.
under Phil's bowl, to look for that shot bowl.
Yep.
And even if you get a little
It's going to be
bit of a
tough,
jab,
tough to outdraw that.
yeah, just.
Yep.
You
Yep.
agree?
Yeah, you
Yep.
never know. You get lucky through his own bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, he's played the right shot.
Yeah. And
Now
like you
he's
said,
gonna
he's
need
got
a bit
his
of
own-
luck.
He's got his
Yep.
own bowl. Good options, you know.
He's
Oh, bad luck.
played the
It's a
right,
right shot.
Yep.
Yeah. It's such a fine line on
Yeah.
that hand for it to turn or hang.
No, he wasn't far off it.
No, he
Yeah, he
wasn't.
nearly middled his own bowl.
Yeah.
But
Game of millimetres. Gets the other side and it's straight through the guts of the jack.
80 now gets a chance to
This is important too. So if he's going the backhand. Interesting. Kind of hand. It's a very
He's going to come back, is he?
safe line. That will be 1 to 80.
Again, they're not moving the mat at all. And 80's gone a bit shorter than normal.
Like the format in the BPL, it's spot the jack, isn't it? Just put the mat wherever you like and spot. I quite like that. Speeds things up.
Yep. It does take a skill out of it, but
One
that
off.
jack rolling skill, yeah.
True, yeah.
Same as darts.
And then you can practice, and you can practice those lengths as well. That's a good start from 80. Solid. He knows he's close. They can pot out here.
Phil won't be wanting that. And he's come up with
No.
something pretty handy here, I think. Good start. Played that pretty well too.
Yeah.
Again, he might force Phil to change hands. It's happened quite a few times this game. He's got some shots that have been slightly short, but they've forced his opponent to just switch over.
This is pretty good.
But it hasn't affected Philly, I don't think.
No, this is pretty good. A lot of support from the bank. Yeah, I would expect 80 to play it. Forehand here, have a little niggle. He's got himself on the way in.
You'd think he'd be
Have to. Yeah.
He'd be arriving. He's got his own
Yeah.
ball on the way. He's got a Phil to set out, or he
Here
can
he goes.
trail jack.
He's got options. It's a nice shot to play, this one. On that hand. Yeah. Oh, needs it to hold up. Good side up, I would say.
Probably didn't play it aggressive enough, did he?
Not really.
He only just got jack high, didn't he?
Yeah. So Phil needs to cover and count would be awesome for
He
him.
needs to get past the head.
Yeah, he's not.
No. Yeah, he needed to get past his last bowl. Yeah, I think he's got to play at least another couple of foot away here. So even jack sideways there, he's got it all covered.
How's he look? Ooh. It's a high line for an
Yeah.
He's just playing the draw, really, is he? Oh, get out of the way.
Oh, he played the right weight, I
He
reckon.
did,
He
yeah.
played the perfect weight. Probably a little disappointed in that. He would have probably expected himself to get that out of two opportunities. We probably did, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Phil's got a chance to
Make another.
make another.
Draw another on the backhand. He's not happy with that.
He hasn't quite arrived with that one.
Yeah.
Handy one for him.
I understand that though. He doesn't want to flick the jack either.
Yeah.
You know, that old chestnut.
know.
You know, one in the hand, all that stuff. He's not going away.
No,
Like,
he's not. He's hanging
just-
around. He won't.
Matt's staying in that position too. Okay, a little bit shorter.
He's won. Yeah, so he's won 9 ends this game so far.
Weight perfect with his start. Yeah, so on our stat graph that Brad's prepared, we can see that there's a bit of a switch from the that Phil's come into the game in the last few ends. Some numbers. Share that later. Oh, great shot, 80. We weren't watching. Oh, good response. No, he doesn't like it.
Not quite.
His weight was right.
Yeah, both of them are pretty handy weight.
Yeah.
He's just been a little narrow.
Oh, and he's just doubled up with 2 very good goals.
Awesome.
Just putting a bit of pressure on here. This is in the area. Oh, it's going under again. He wants to get one in there.
Looked like he was chasing that a little, didn't he?
Steering it. We all do it, like when
Yeah.
you sort of...
Well, he just played that extra weight that he did
Yeah.
on his last 2, so...
I want to drop a clanger to go out. Would be great.
80s. Looks like he's getting out the back, is he? Just. Yeah, he's
That's
probably
enough.
another
He's
counter.
holding the game. He's now holding game. He's holding the Champ of Champs, Dean O'Neill Award. Bit of pressure on Phil. Pressure makes diamonds. What's he got? Oh, he's running. Oh, he's under, I think. Oh, he's so unlucky.
Good shot.
It is going to be game to 80. Adrian Marcholi, congratulations. Has won the Yarra Champ of Champs. First time he's ever won it, and it's quite apt that it's named the Dean O'Neill Award. Congratulations to Phil Brady on a great game from Ivanhoe Bowls Club. I'm making the final.
Oh, wonderful effort to make the final. And 80's just been superb through the whole tournament. He's really performed. He's won some games very easily, but not just by performance. And you see today in the final, his drawability consistently. He deserves it.
Awesome. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it at home. That's it. That's a wrap for Yarra, for Champ of Champs. And we'll catch you. Thanks for commentating.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Excellent, Spider. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.